Yeah, when I was watching Fake Ananas, typically they would start A and then kind of like work off of that based on like the information they have. He would do this molly lineup in tree, so it lands in door. He would knife here to knife anyone playing in tree, so they can't like do anything as they're, you know, pushing out, like they can't flash out of the smoke or whatever. And then he would like flash high, like over top. Like see how like the pace that they're going at, like they're already in main as these abilities are going off and they're already darting A. Like that's kind of the difference. It's like the speed of the play here. His Radiant teammates are so much faster than my Ascendant Diamond teammates. Yeah, I know. He doesn't have to communicate that to his teammates because like they're Radiant and they kind of understand that like you got to go fast. If he's investing a molly into the site execute and a flash and a knife, you just take sight. The pacing has to be fast. So I think if you start communicating whether it's a rush or like a default or like a slow play, communicating that can be very helpful in the pre-round. If you feel like you struggled here, it might just be a matter of like communicating, you know, those ideas to your teammates. Like, yo, I have a molly that lands tree. I'll throw the molly and then we can execute off of that kind of thing. Or like, I'll throw my knife tree and molly tree and then let's execute. I'll throw a flash high. If you're interested in free VOD reviews, check out my Discord in the description below. These will be done live on my stream every Friday. Just make sure to read the rules and requirements before submitting your VOD. All right, back to the video.
Oh shit, be main.
Okay, knife for top of B main, right? Top of garage.
Coming out? Yeah.
Coming out.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, that's a lineup I saw Fake Ananas do. It was a little bit different than that, I think. Wherever you have a lineup for this knife, it's really good. So that's a great knife.
Log's dead.
Oh, okay.
Good pop.
Going back.
Grabbing orb.
Nice shots. Well played. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's a good knife. All 5. Ooh, yeah, it's a little bit greedy here to have the knife out. Definitely was a little bit unexpected to see the Reyna here already, but like you had the right idea. I think the play is correct. I like to stand on here just because it elevates my head a little bit. So when they peek, they have to adjust their crosshair and they can't really re-aim it as well. So you have a bit of an advantage when you're standing on top of these things. I think the play was good. I think you just needed to get your gun out more quickly.
Ascent flashed in mid. Yeah, it was out mid.
There is a sick lineup here. There's like a really nice lineup for Fridge here that Fake Ananas does. He goes into the corner here of tree and the molly lands in Fridge. And then you can flash out here and then peek. And this guy's going to be forced out. You can fight.
Can I throw the nade? Can you smoke, man? Let's do this. Flashing mid. Aim in, steps. Going back.
Yeah, you could. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You could probably just pop your ult if they execute. But you have numbers now, so it's probably not necessary anymore. Oh, I like this. Yes. I love. Do it. That is one of the best KO plays you could do. Like no one ever expects this. This is like I'm insane here. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, no, that was nice. That's a play I would always recommend KOs doing. If you have like a big numbers advantage, it masks the footsteps too, which is, yeah, exactly. If you get 2 off of that play and you have numbers advantage, that's fine. They haven't pushed out yet though, so they're still be main.
Yeah, in their spawn, I think. KO went back into
D6 Reyna, healing.
I think you just contain here. This might have been a little bit of an overextension. I understand why you did it. You wanted to kind of like collapse on them. I think you wait until the jet comes over, or at least call the jet over to like hold this lane, and then you literally just contain them to this area and they can't do anything. You know what I mean? Jet's gonna have the elevation with the op here and just hold this angle. I think that's probably the play instead of like walking up. But you're up 8-1, so we're chilling. Yo, this is hilarious. And they died, you idiot. Yo, that is hilarious. That's okay. Nice, that was great smoke spam. That was perfect. That was good timing. You waited a second until they kind of like collected around the smoke, so that was a good spam.
Run away, give side.
Spike planted.
fucking other stuff.
Okay, that's fine. So like right here, right? They're already in sight. Jett is alone right now. I don't think it's necessarily the worst idea to pop your ult to maybe help the Jett. If you guys fast flood out while your ult's going off, maybe that's an option. Well, I think a lot of people get hung up on like saving their ult too much because they see it as like, oh, this like big important ability that's going to win us the round kind of thing. And it can be that, but I think a lot of people like save their ult for the ideal scenario. A lot of the times in ranked, you're not going to get the ideal scenario unless you're using it for like a side execute. But on defense, it's a little bit harder to like decide like, should I ult here? Should I not ult here? Like you kind of get hung up on it. If you're like thinking about using your ult, I think more often than not, it's better to just use the ult. I just forget to use it. Usually what happens. Yeah, it's fine. I would just say try to like use it more liberally. You know what I mean? Like use it in situations where even if you're unsure if you should use it or not, you could probably just use it. And who knows, you might like get some picks off of it. But I think in that situation, it was a decent time to use it. Yeah, when I was watching Fake Ananas, typically they would start A and then kind of like work off of that based on like the information they have. He would do this molly lineup in tree, so it lands in door, which I'm sure you know that's a very common one. He would knife here to knife anyone playing in tree, so they can't like do anything as they're pushing out, like they can't flash out of the smoke or whatever. And then he would like flash high like over top.
But if they one way,
TJ, come insta. We rush.
Kill joy. Yeah, tuż, surprised. He's switching. I'm flashing, dodge it.
Or if someone was trying to peek through a one-way smoke here, he would play back at this corner and he had a lineup that would pop right here for like the Jett to like peek main if they expected someone like pushing up on the one-way, so they can kind of like retake this space.
I'll flash, wait. Is it this one? I think it is. Flashing.
Those are kind of like the two things I saw. I think it's just a matter of like communicating that to your team. Like if you feel like you struggled here, it might just be a matter of like communicating, those ideas to your teammates. Like, yo, I have a molly that lands tree. I'll throw the molly and then we can execute off of that kind of thing. Or like I'll throw my knife tree and molly tree and then let's execute. I'll throw a flash high. Yeah, so you're gonna do like a knife fake here maybe. I would maybe show some presence here with like a knife just to get them to slightly like rotate off of B.
80 KO C.
I think the issue with this round is that like the KO knife didn't see anything A, so they automatically assume it's going to be mid or B, and they probably had someone just like jiggling mid, didn't see anything, so they're like, okay, they're B. So if you showed presence here with a knife, then they might start shifting towards A, and that alleviates some pressure for your teammates to take B. That's probably what I would have considered doing here. Like you obviously your lurk can be good here, but you can still lurk with this A knife. Like you can knife here and then go back towards mid or something like that, and like lurk up.
I think they have an Odin.
Yeah, you guys got to take sight quick now because you suppressed the Jett and the Sage.
Flash.
Dash out, Jett.
Close out. He's spring. And then one main. That's a main.
One enemy remaining.
Last one main. Ah, what the?
I think pop flash here. In order to understand where they're going, I think you pop flash here, and if you don't see them, then you know their lane. And then maybe at that point you swing with your brim and just like double peek them, because you're peeking with 28 health here. So I think that's a little bit like, luckily the brim clutched it out. But yeah, I think it's just like little things on attack. I think like the main thing there that could have been improved was the clarity of the plan of the round. I think if you start communicating whether it's a rush or like a default or like a slow play, communicating that can be very helpful in the pre-round. If you want to really like add value to your team, I think it's mostly the comms that are the issue. I don't necessarily think it's like the way you're playing KO, but I think there just needs to be like that clarity of comms. We can keep all the other stuff in here, but we'll highlight this one and make it like a main thing to work on. But I think you are playing at like a high level. Yeah, exactly. Cleaning up, smoothing out the edges, if you will. And that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me in the future. Subscribe for more videos like this one and check out this one next for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.